Datuk Adeline Leong is a former director of the Sabah State Library and former president of the Kota Kinabalu Municipal Council and Sandakan Municipal Council. She is now the executive director of IEC, International Education Consultancy. She is the president of SWEPA Sabah Women Entrepreneurs and Professionals Association and the founder-president of SPARKS, Society of Performing Arts Kota Kinabalu Sabah. She was the first chairman of the Sabah Women Advisory Council, past president of JCI Intan, past national president of JC's Malaysia, past JCI executive vice president of JC's International. She was also past president of KK Toastmasters Club and past district governor of District 51 in Toastmasters International. She is a board member of IDS, Institute Development Studies of Sabah. She is married to Casey Leong and they have 2 children, Jasmine and Andre.
What do you think are the most important traits of an effective leader, Dato'?
I find integrity is the most important trait. When we keep our word, when we are honest with our dealings, and when we are consistent with our principles and beliefs, we command the respect of others. Our sphere of influence will be greater. Next comes excellent communication. We need to inform our team of any changes immediately. The lines of communication should be kept open, not only top down, but also bottom up. Third is humility. A humble leader earns the respect of her followers. Look at Gandhi. His humility and passiveness in his non-resistance movement won India's independence against the might of the British. Lastly, a leader must be open-minded. Be open to new ways of doing things. Be creative. Tap your team's brains, skills, and knowledge. And always listen, listen, and listen. You will lead much better when you learn from others and know yourself and your team well. Honest feedback is the best way to guide you in the right direction.
Is leadership inborn? If not, in your opinion, what's the best way to acquire leadership skills?
Leadership is not inborn. We can learn the leadership skills to become a leader in the home, in the workplace, and in NGOs by joining organizations such as the JCs or JCI, a worldwide leadership development organization for young people, and also the Toastmasters, an international organization which trains you to speak, listen, and think on your feet. One important characteristic of a leader is to have the confidence to lead. When I was young, I was not confident at all. But because of the training I had whilst holding leadership positions in the JCs, at the local, national, and international levels, I was able to lead with confidence as the director of the Sabah State Library for 25 years and as the president of the KK Municipal Council and Sandakan Municipal Council for 7 years. I was in the JCs for 17 years and in the Toastmasters for the past 20 years. I owe my leadership development to these 2 organizations and had great fun also, building friendships which remained to this day.
What are the biggest challenges in being a leader?
The biggest challenge for a leader is to work well with your team. A team of individuals with diverse backgrounds and experiences who think differently. The challenge is how to harness these talents and brains and direct them towards a common goal. How to motivate them to work with you, to be as enthusiastic as you, and to be in sync with you. This is the biggest challenge.
Dato', would you have any advice on how to overcome this challenge?
You can do so by inspiring your team to share your vision, by being in constant communication with them one-to-one, by empowering your team to excel and achieve. In my opinion, you should include them in the decision-making process and provide them the opportunity to be proactive in making their own decisions and choices. try to encourage them to write their own action plan and to solve each problem.
We know that if we fall, we should get back up and keep going. Can you share an experience that demonstrates this, Datuk?
I held the post of the President of the Kota Kinabalu Municipal Council for 2 years before KK became a city. Being the last president, I was in line to be the first mayor of KK City, but this was not the case. Instead, I was transferred to Sandakan, which is a smaller town compared to KK, to be the president of the Sandakan Municipal Council. It was like taking a step backwards. Not only that, I was uprooted from my hometown and placed in a totally new environment away from my family. That was the low point in my civil service career. But I told myself always to make the best of the situation. And that I did. The years in Sandakan were amongst the best years in the government service. The people of Sandakan welcomed me with open arms, and I managed to turn Sandakan into a historical tourist destination and a nature city with the close cooperation of the municipal council staff, the government departments, the private sector, and the NGOs in Sandakan. The Sandakan Harbour Square, a joint venture project with the private sector, has re-urbanized and rejuvenated Sandakan town.
Can you give us 3 tips on how to be an effective leader, Datuk?
First tip, take good care of your people, and your people will take good care of your company or organization. Second tip, walk the talk. It is leadership by example. Your people will always follow whatever you do. Whether you come to work on time, how long you chair your meetings, and how fast you make decisions. Be the first to make a sacrifice. Be hands-on. Know what is happening on the ground. And practice Peter Drucker's principle of MBWA, which is management by wandering around. Third tip, be flexible and sensitive to the needs of others. Praise when praise is due, and praise in public. However, reprimand in private. Build bridges and not walls. Know your team individually, their strengths and weaknesses. And most important, have fun when you lead. Have a good sense of humor so that your people will like to have you around. Laugh with them, cry with them, and be one with them.
Datuk, thank you for your time and your sharing today.